Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Echo Shadow and today I'm talking about a Pokemon that I think is going to be a huge counter meta threat, and I'm going to explain why. It is Conkeldurr. So, why do I think Conkeldurr is going to be good? First off, mainly it's going to be first off, you're going to be running Flame Orb Guts on this thing every time. I think Drain Punch is going to be always good. You've got other good moves, like you can run Knockoff. You've also got other good moves. You got Bulk Up. You got a lot of good moves. You got Ice Punch if you want to run coverage. You got some good moves here. You got like Coaching if you want to do something. You got Bulldoze if you want to do something. You got High Horsepower, which actually I think is really good. Fire Punch is another good one. But you get quite a few good moves here. But I think there's definitely something to be looked at here. And first off, me thinking there's another Pokemon here that is Flame Orb and Guts, and that's Ursaluna. You may think Conkeldurr's Ursaluna's just better, and stats wise, yes, it's gonna look better. Like, its stats are mostly better across the board, especially. But here's the thing I want to talk about: the speed. Conkeldurr is just slower. If you were going minimum speed on both these Pokemon, Conkeldurr is gonna hit 45. Ursaluna's going to hit 50. And this is important. 49. This is important because of the amount of Trick Room. Specifically, Porygon to Ursaluna. This is a really big thing. And I think is going to stay a really good team for the rest of the format. However, I think Conkeldurr actually has some use against it. Because it's slower under Trick Room, it can outspeed, and especially with all the Ursaluna's still running stuff like Terra Normal is the common one, but even stuff like Terra Grass, you could switch up to run, say, Ice Punch, or like Ice Punch hit both, or even Fire Punch. You've also got Terras such as Grass if you want to hit both a Grass Terra. You've got Knockoff to get Ghost Terras. Like, depending on the Terra, you've got a lot of options to hit it with most of your coverage moves, and even Drain Punch if it doesn't have access to Terra, and also you hit Porygon 2 for good damage, and Ursaluna Blood Moon. You've hit all these three, which are huge for Trick Room cores, and none of them can outspeed you, no matter what they do, unless they have, like, room service or something like that. The thing is, maybe Ursaluna Blood Moon could run room service, but Ursaluna can't. It has to be running Flame Orb, pretty much. So Conkeldurr is just going to be underspeeding Ursaluna Trick Room, and that's a big deal. I especially think Conkeldurr could be an interesting option into hard Trick Room teams with Pokemon such as Porygon 2, Psy-Spam teams with Indeedee Armarouge or Indeedee Hatterene. I think it could be good on too. And I think hard Trick Room teams could really do well with, say, a team like this. And I think it's definitely got uses. I'm not going to say it's going to be like the best team out there, but I think for a counter meta pick, Conkeldurr actually has a lot of uses. Just because you now have normal types, especially with the lack of fairy types in this format, normal typing is really good. Also, another one, Archaludon. Of course, you're going to get boosted, but if it's a lot less balanced, especially one that doesn't have Mouse Hole, if it's fully based on special attack, Conkeldurr is going to be doing great damage with Drain Punch. You can, say, run like a close count to try and one-hit KO it. But overall, I think that's a big. You've also got Knockoff to knock off Soul Fesses, so you can hit its weaker special offense. So you got options there. You can hit a lot of other Pokemon as well, like Arcan. You can hit Incin. Incin's gonna be a big one. You can hit Incineroar for good damage. It is intimidating, but that is gonna hurt. But I think it'll be fine. But overall, I think Conkeldurr has some really good matchups, especially with. You probably invest a lot into attack, maybe summon special, defense to lift certain hits, and maybe some HP. I think you would run something like this, but you're going to want to be focusing on Conkeldurr being a good Trick Room sweeper, especially with all the normal types around, such as the Ursaluna, such as the Porygon 2, such as the Ursaluna Blood Moon, who are on these Trick Room teams and aren't going to be outspeeding you and are going to struggle. You can even run, say your Raybiomungus, Terra Grass, there's your counter attack. There's just a lot of good options for Conkeldurr that I think it can do, and I think it could really capitalize on where the meta's at right now. So I definitely think Conkeldurr on Trick Room teams is good, and I think, say, a core Porygon 2, Conkeldurr could be very good. Say you're running this. They're running the Fighting Terra one, and we're going to run Terra Blast. Ice Beam. We don't have to run Ice Beam because we're running Ice Punch. We can run whatever we want. Recover, Trick Room. Or we can decide to say running something disruptive, such as, like, we could, yeah, let's say we run Psychic or something, just to help get some more spread. Something you've got a good team here, I'd say. You've got good Pokemon. You can, and that's the other thing. I was thinking you can add Ursaluna and Blood Moon. You only have to leave the Ursaluna line behind. You just add the other one. That, to be honest, I think it's still very good in this format. I'm gonna switch back to Ice Beam. But Ursaluna is still very good, especially Blood Moon. You can run Hyper Beam, Earth Power. You got Blood Moon, and something you got a really threatening Trick Room core with just these 3 Pokemon and another Trick Room center, such as, like, say, Farigiraf, and you're looking at a very scary team that can be very disruptive, can cause a lot of problems, and can set up Trick Room, I'd say, pretty reliably with this team. And I think Conkeldurr has the option to be one of the best Trick Room Pokemon and counter meta in this format. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, enjoy the video, I'll see you next time. Bye.